Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright. We're on episode 5, part 3, and we've got a distressed girl in front of us.
Yeah, she's very on edge. Roll.
Mr. Wright,
Huh? Oh, what?
are trials always like this with you?
Yes, actually.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake about to reach the surface? No matter how hard you paddle.
Pretty much.
Very evocative.
Except the day we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
Hola, partner. It was high noon. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll flare its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial was going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway?
I'm trying to shave.
All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's tasting mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee!
Let's take him up on that deal.
Yeah, really. I'm
Lot
getting
more
close
fun
to
than
supper time.
Trial 2 days in a row?
I'd like to resume?
Resume.
Isn't there supposed to be another?
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
She's damn sexy.
Oh.
Look at her. There's something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow. Those grinding teeth. Those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
Homework sucks, but it's your job. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Oh, Christ. Who's there?
I guess I'll take this one.
Hi, killer.
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Save his own.
He's about to either
evangelical church.
that or he's about to tell us to get inside a
The
mech.
temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
He's not on Earth. He's our Lord and Savior. It's you. I didn't think you existed, God. He's just going to keep fluttering his eyes sexily. Oh, Christ.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm late, Yudgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Edgy. How you been? Swim much these days?
Every word a threat. I've been so busy.
Busy smizzy, Edgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Pudgy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Waha, you're so righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our Whittleworthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime, Jolly. Little worthy?
Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district. Hi.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came into this courtroom, not since the incident.
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at that poor fellow.
He does seem to have lockjaw.
I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things.
Yeah,
When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
looks good on her.
But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. It's wearing murder gloves.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth,
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence?
the probable murder weapon.
If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
No, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. I'm telling you to wait, or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signatures here, Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you've made.
Okay.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss.
The police and the prosecution.
Two
At
P
odds.
words.
This kind of major blunder will
Gah.
hurt you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes.
Crush the prosecutor, just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
I'm gonna cut you, man. Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yeah, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
I'll cut my finger, Mr. Wright. I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
But if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it. Whatever.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
It's got blood on it. Wait, that's the other
That's
knife.
Edgeworth's knife.
Well, 2 knives stabbed him. We know that. Well, we can heavily suspect that.
Ooh, turn around and inspect
It does. It's got a
The
stain.
tag? Is that the tag? on it?
Somebody ate French fries before killing him.
There.
SL92.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does it mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 incident thing.
But it's strange.
Huh, what is?
Is it?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before.
Oh, great.
Letters like this, or letters that looked alike.
So
like
it's
this
from
somehow.
it's from another case.
Can you flip the thing over and look on the other side?
We're gonna have to dig through another
Oh.
cold case file. Oh, it's broken and bloody.
Wow, don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And the dark red stain. Blood?
I will be most miffed if that's ketchup.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really.
A department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here.
Oh.
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between
Wait a
this
minute.
knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15, a scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Okay. There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's a hush information, Urgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order.
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Do we? Well, Mr. Wright, do we?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
Ostensibly the same
The
time.
chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Mm-hmm. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand and not the other completely irrelevant case, we swear. Okay.
All right.
Press,
just-
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to press.
You just hold it right there, mister. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something, a muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the apartment I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto.
I thought he was going to say it's haunted.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that links this knife to
Okay,
Detective
we looked at the
Goodman.
tag.
I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place.
Maybe we need to look at the tip of it since
I
it's
should
shot out.
try
Yeah.
presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time.
So, how were things down at the department?
So on here, should I present?
Yeah, I guess we need to present evidence.
Wait, what's that note? 67S12.
Ah,
Is that the same as the knife?
it's S9. 6 is the 9. It's upside down. Maybe.
What was the tag on the knife?
SL?
SL9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
SL9.
totally what it is.
I don't know what.
Look at the tip of the blade while we're at it. See if there's another thing. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, so give him that note, Goodman's note.
Yeah. I don't know what the date. Maybe it was like something like scrap paper or something like that. Something else was written on it. Like this was something else before. I don't know.
Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife, this has something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Aha, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Aji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7S 12 2.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside
Down.
funk.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Faux shizzle.
Damn! It just blew my...
Aha. You mathematician.
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. Why, that's the same thing written on the goddamn knife. Order, order. Well, Chief.
Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? Ah, well, what game is this guy playing?
Oh.
This knife was evidence in a case.
Press him on that one.
Yeah.
So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder and was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there. Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
This better not be
On the
gumshoe.
same day that that a detective was killed in a parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Edgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
We already know when the victim died.
That's what they're saying. He died 5:15. I guess, was he stabbed would be about relevant.
Yeah, I
So-
would say how, because we know he's at the police department.
Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife.
So,
A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit. We're cooking with fire now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you
Time?
mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder.
they were both killed in the same place
By the same person with the same knife.
at the same time.
In the same thing.
And then
But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
what?
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is kind of
A
funny.
murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time.
Okay, so we got some.
What are the chances?
The police and the prosecutors are having a gang war right now. So-
Coincidence.
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of it happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Can we not?
How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, righto, you understand.
Not really. Try to understand. Righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Boink. Maybe there's something that ties the
Other
two
than the-
murders together.
Other than the knife?
Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15.
Like,
One at the prosecutor's
yeah, I mean,
office
this is already known.
and
We
one
do-
at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
Yeah,
And that knife, what was it doing there?
It
Yeah, 'cause
doesn't
it
look
was in the
like the
muffler.
same knife.
No, it's not. That
Because-
knife was in the muffler.
Oh, but then why is that one bloody?
Because it was in
Bro.
a different murder.
Yeah. Although
I better check this knife.
I still think Lana stabbed him once for some reason after he was dead. Like to cover up for somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, what do we have?
This must be
the victim's blood.
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself killing an apple.
we do have a photo of that
Maybe he
knife
spends
in the
weekends roughing
body,
it in the
so
wild.
probably.
Edgeworth in the wild?
Are you kidding? I've always pictured him outdoors.
Yeah, he was hunting bear.
With his bare hands.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything more with that knife.
Yeah, I think we're done with this one. All right, what's the other stuff we got?
Yeah,
We still don't know what the heck's going on with that mascot.
Detective Gumshoe.
Maybe they broke the knife on it. I mean, there's tape on that.
Yeah, we just have no idea what it's all about.
We can't examine it either.
No.
I don't. Yeah. It'll be relevant
The
at some
chief
point.
this is the character
The
the chief
handprint.
of police came up with. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's true. And the
Yeah.
handprint, but we need to figure. Okay, the handprint's not missing a finger, so I don't
What's the envelope?
know anyone else who's missing a finger actually. So
He died around 5:30.
between 4 and 5:30, so 5:15 is plausible, but
4.5-inch knife.
4 a single stab wound.
Okay.
And they're not telling us how deep, or how long.
No knife in that picture.
What did the phone message say again? I forgot.
Something about muffler. Supposedly. So there's no frame of reference for measuring the distance or the length of the knife. Knife was
At 5:18. Okay.
5:18.
Prosecutor entered line at 5:12. So
Okay, so
I'm
there's
gonna look at this real quick. See if there's anything else on
maybe
here.
on the back side.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. We can't flip it.
Do we just want to present like?
The knife, just the knife.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we want to present it. Well, maybe we do.
Let's see.
Or he is asking us for evidence specifically on how it's not relevant. It's not officially linked to this here. Okay, yeah.
So should we just present?
Present the knife, I guess.
Or should we present the autopsy?
Usually. Autopsy knife.
Oh, wait, we should do this one because the other knife was wrapped in a muffler, right? Didn't he say that?
Yeah. Wait. I think he said. I think he was talking about the knife we already had found in the muffler.
But that knife wasn't found in a muffler because that was in his chest.
I was talking about the other knife. Yeah.
The new one or the
one,
old one?
The new one.
Yeah, the new one was found in the muffler, right? So wouldn't this like link them together?
I don't think he said it was a stab wound, but he didn't say specifically that it was our new knife that had it, even though it probably was.
Either that, or do we want to press him on the other suspect first?
Pressing him, yeah. We haven't pressed him on everything.
Yeah, let's press him on everything.
What haven't we
first.
pressed him on yet?
I thought
Scary.
he said something about another suspect.
Yeah, he did. We had him. They were, but he asked us for more information. We asked him for more information. It was this whole thing, and
Let's see what he said. Maybe we forgot something.
so this knife was stolen. Yep, on the day of the murder, and it was evidence.
Oh,
Okay,
nice,
so we've got
nice,
that. Yeah,
nice.
we've got.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
new. This
Yeah.
is not new.
Yeah.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the phone call. I think we should present the phone call.
Yeah. No. What? You know what? You know what? Why not?
Where's the one where he can't reveal the name?
I can't remember.
Oh, didn't mean to go that far.
Yeah, I want the police department. We already said that.
He's arrested someone else. Yeah, we checked the knife out. So do we? Bad day for the department.
Okay.
The detective was. Did we press him on that? We pressed him on that, but was that the one we pressed and then
Keep going.
Time of the crime, 5:15. Not officially linked to this here case. Well, it is.
We pressed that one?
Yeah, we definitely did, but I don't
We can
think
do it
we
again,
might have
just to
missed
make-
a step where we could have
How can you
presented.
say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief
Yeah,
of police.
yeah,
we
we've
got
seen this.
that.
Maybe, yeah. Well, if this is where he's asking us to present evidence, and we're kind of stumbling there.
All right, I'm going to give him the phone call now. As soon as we get back to that place.
I mean, you'd think they would have looked into who the call was being made to. Maybe they did. I don't know. It's been a week
Yep.
since that evidence was examined by our attention. So, Christ, not
So
officially linked. Not officially linked.
So phone call?
So it's unofficially linked. I don't think so, but sure, why not?
You got a better idea?
I have no idea. Other than just the knife. But the knife is too basic. It's one of those things where, come on, man. Work with me. But I don't think the knife... It's too obvious. Oh, yeah, it was made to Emma. Okay, never mind.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's a bad one.
Yeah. It's the bog standard. Bad. Overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. That didn't go so well, yeah. Okay, so...
Press him on the other detective being killed at 5:15 again.
we
Yeah,
did-
press him there.
Is that the one where they have a suspect already in custody? Yeah, I think...
5:15?
Yeah.
But that's when Detective Goodman was
Yeah,
killed.
we've seen this. Yes, Judge. Yeah.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
A murder at the prosecutors? What are the chances?
And then he says we have
Coincidence.
someone in custody.
Yeah, we got the percentage.
Yep. And it's not official. Oh, God.
Press him again on the 5:15.
Why? Did you see something?
Yeah, do it again.
Because we
Just
already
see
saw
what-
all that.
Yeah, we just saw everything.
Is there something we should present at that? It contradicts the autopsy report. Does suggest that it could be, but that would make it look less likely that they were connected. I mean, 5:15 is possible given the autopsy report, but it could have been earlier, and I am not prepared.
Yep. All right. So is that the what is? Go all the way to the beginning.
I know we saw him say that there was someone in custody, but he wouldn't
Let's see,
reveal who that was.
One. Go over another one. Two.
That was a bad day for the department. We were detectives. Yeah, we already saw that. So we've already seen all of these.
Yeah.
It's a matter of presenting evidence at this point, and I'm not sure exactly.
Edgeworth got a trophy. That's how they're connected. I have no idea.
That is relevant, I'm sure, but we're still in the opening stages of drama.
We're just gonna present the knife.
That's my guess at this point because I'm desperate.
Yeah.
Can we go back and
Okay,
ask
never
him
mind.
like where the victim was found?
I
No,
don't think we can.
because we settled
went,
on the
we
knife.
went for how, and not where.
Yeah.
Which one did we get that response on?
I don't know.
We've been trying to recreate the majesty of him saying we have arrested a murder suspect. Because we asked him for information. He agreed to give us one thing.
Just
and we
one.
chose the method of death. And he said it was a stabbing.
I think it was the first statement. Go back and see if you can press him on that and ask him a different way. So this knife was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was a murder.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice. Good show.
Yep. Seeing this all again. Day of the murder. And found in the exhaust pipe. Edgeworth's cart. And
Do we need to just present the note again and get a different option?
I don't think we can.
I'm gonna try it.
I don't like. I'm sure the location would have been nice to know, but it's nice to know that he was stabbed when we have 2 knives.
I'm gonna go to the last one and show him the note again.
Okay, we're running out of meter.
Yeah, the second one's the one you presented the note to. Present that to him there and see if we can get him to say this.
Well, it was a different
that was a
set
different
of things.
set of things, yeah. Because, like, can you prove that the knife is relevant? Yes, because of the note. Oh, so the knife is relevant, but the other case, it's not relevant to this case, is what we're at right now. And I am not sure exactly how we can prove that this evidence is evidence.
Yeah, show him the note. Show him the note again and see if you can't get the get him to
Show the note.
say he'll give you kind of a hint.
He won't. Because that part of the game is over.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
Oop, wrong button.
You just wanted to check it before.
So we're just gonna like cheat the game's logic.
We need to present it on the right thing.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Yeah, 'cause we already did it.
I'll have to. You're trying to do the KOTOR thing, aren't you, Mr. Wright? Well, I'm wise to your act. That part of the conversation tree is over. You can't relive the past.
I mean, autopsy report on this one?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm confused.
I am too. We're just trying to
Like this, like I agree that this is a contradiction, but we're trying to prove that they both.
I guess, like, how did that knife get over here?
Yeah.
What's the last statement that he says?
It's just like you have to prove that it's linked.
Within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So, yeah, I definitely think he was killed closer to 4 p.m. And then somebody with that knife brought it here, murdered him, and Lana is covering up for the murderer, whoever the murderer is in the other.
So, present the autopsy?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know
Press
what
the
else.
statement where he says, "What a mess."
That's yeah. I can't. I know he's
Yeah,
talking
press that
about
one.
having someone in custody that we're not allowed to know about.
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department.
That's-
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Audrey?
Okay, we have seen this.
Yeah. And the perpetrator?
Well, there was
Okay, there it
a
is.
suspect just arrested. Just arrested. That was quick. But
Okay,
there's
so-
still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help,
Wait.
right? I suppose I could
Is the
help.
game going to let us do it?
Oh, good one. This kid shot.
So we can just
Okay,
cheat?
here's
So
the
we can just get
deal.
another. Okay.
Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Okay, KOTOR 2 rule does win.
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse
Oh.
was found.
Oh, thank you.
But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
So the corpse was moved.
Evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that.
That's where they keep evidence.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony?
Did he? Oh, yeah, because the knife.
The knife was evidence in a case.
So
Stolen from the evidence
somebody
room.
somebody wanted a sweet knife, and this guy caught him stealing
There's
it.
the
Well-
connection between the two cases.
They took it out to stab somebody real quick.
Yeah.
And ran off with it.
Then they stabbed somebody else with it,
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
and Lana sympathizes with knife enthusiasts.
Happy, we just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case.
Oh, okay.
With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
Oh, joy. Okay, well, obvious. So, we need to present something here then. Something about evidence room? Took place in the evidence room where the knife. Yeah, we can present the knife here, can't we? Like the evidence room knife, not that one.
Yeah, because it came from the same place.
Yeah, now that we have now that we've triggered that flag, it should work. Dang
Your Honor, that
it.
statement-
Yeah, that's a bad one. We're going to lose.
Your Honor, work with me.
What's his new... Did he have a new statement?
No.
No new statements. But we can go to town on the case by proving that they're officially linked. Only the proof that it's officially linked is not accepted by the game.
Press the very, very last statement.
We have.
Well, let's
But
do
we
it
have. I guess we
again.
haven't pressed it since we got the.
Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
Yes, thank you.
Ha! You don't say. Well, out with it, right?
Literally-
What's your connection?
Literally everything. Judge, don't. I'm not reading that, Judge. Shut up.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the nice evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Who'd have thunk it? There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Staring deeply at
Yeah.
his eyes.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
That is very distressing.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all.
The coroner has not determined.
Can
the
we
name.
get the information unofficially?
So are we waiting for an intern to write a press
Sure,
release?
why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department. Okay. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff like cookie dough. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try and get what I can out of him.
Okay.
The ID number? That just seems out
That
of
would
place.
just
We
tell
do-
us who it was, right?
At the
Yeah.
same time, yeah, it would. And we have
There you go.
Goodman's ID
It's
number
sticky.
as well.
It's sticky, so we know the gender.
And division wouldn't narrow it down at all.
Well, how about the victim's
Well, it
ID
would,
number?
but-
Sure,
no.
why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
That's exactly what an
I-
ID number is. It tells us exactly. what it is.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
Yeah.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes
Well,
up.
we have an ID card.
The number is 584
Okay, so let's go
2 1
let's sneak a peek at Goodman's
8
card.
9.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's not one murder, but two. It's not two murders, but one, rather.
Yes.
It's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Didn't even get the first number right.
Mr. Wright? This tells me
Must be something.
everything.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does.
I know who
I
died.
think.
Meaning? It has
It has
to
to
be
be.
Mr. Goodman
But what does it mean?
is a man of many faces. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Ha! Take that.
Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, well, yeah, I am. And I'm
And
confused.
This is news?
Uh-huh.
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places. 2 detectives. 1 girl. Oh, I think
2
it's 1
murders,
cup.
1 victim.
Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
Oh, no, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
Judge,
God.
wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number. The number the chief of police gave us was 584289189. I might have slaughtered that.
Wait a second, right? What does this...
It means
Mean. That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detectives killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Ellipsis. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sharp as a tack, righto.
So Goodman-
Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. You can't have him. Give him back. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. He was a zombie, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time with the candlestick.
Yeah.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time
Well, the autopsy reports.
and in a completely different location?
We don't know for sure that he was killed 5:15.
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this?
It's a good question.
Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Tell him, Edgeworth.
Now, wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Grave.
Wait. I said wait.
Oh.
Or didn't you hear me? The other side. Grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare you?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Minkins who brought you the news.
Beacons.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Oh yes, that guy. Hey. Excuse me, what is Mr. Edgeworth up on the premises? I'm here, sir. It's a request of the chief. I've got you over put, sir. He had a bandaged hand. He has a bandaged hand. He's a killer.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report.
Meekins.
Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Yeah. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He didn't seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious gross negligence of duty on your part, worthy.
What are the police up to?
Trying to get Edgeworth fired.
Yeah.
Sir, you could have submitted this report this morning to the court as evidence.
Yeah.
Then I...
Jitterbug in my brain. Oh.
No such luck this time, worthy.
God.
Or should I say unworthy?
Man, every morning you wake up with a dead prosecutor or a cop in the gutter and you just wonder where it all
Now,
ends.
what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
we don't care about evidence law. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
What does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there.
Oh.
Good job, Wright-o, my boy.
Oh, moral choice. Do we side with the prosecutors or the police? Who
Who
will run Bartertown?
No.
No.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. Did we?
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apology, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's been an error this serious in the history of this court.
You didn't say the magic word.
I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court's adjourned. Go away.
And with that, we're going into part 4 of episode 5 here with Ace Attorney.
The
Thanks,
quantum murder.
thanks for watching.